Hi guys, welcome back to Advice by Ash. So, like I've mentioned in my previous videos, I'm going to be previous two videos. I will be breaking down the four qualities that I tell myself every day. Today, I would like to focus on successful. If you guys also want to follow, side note, if you want to follow my makeup page for some ideas, I do that as well. If you want to follow my LinkedIn page, it's ashiki.mucken. Um, for some inspirational quotes in the morning, so just to get you through the day, or just to make yourself feel better. And so for me, success, it's got to do with every part of my life: career, personal. And as a kid, obviously you don't know what the word successful means. As I got older, I never thought that I could reach where I want to be in my life. I never knew what ambition was, motivation was. Hence, I never knew what success was. I never thought that I could imagine to be a person that I would want to be in my future. I never knew that I could set goals to achieve that. And I always thought I would be a sheep, or gel in amongst crowds. But the last couple of years, I've realized that no, this is the place I want to be is more of a business-like minded person, more of a leadership type person. And I never thought I could possess those qualities to be that type of person. And it boils down to things that I've experienced in my life. As a kid, I have been the only child, and as a kid, I was never an outgoing person. I was never an extrovert person, and those kind of qualities are a part of a leader. And I never really thought I would be that person, and I was more of a complete introvert, and it's got to do with things that I've been through in my life. I had an absent parent. I was raised by my grandparents, who have been amazing people. They have instilled qualities, values, and morals that have made me a very, overall, how would I say, has made me a moral person. In a way that I relate to other people and the way I handle situations. It's just made me a very moral people. They are people who have always, being very reputable in the community and in society, and now I've taken on those qualities. And so in saying that, when I was a kid, I was always a quiet person because, I've always had an absent parent, and my other parents late, and not to their detriment, but it has made me the person that I am. And it was always hard for me to make friends, maintain friendships, and I've always suffered in that regard. I can give an example of a birthday party that I went to in Matric, right? I think I was the most impressively dressed, and I know as a woman, you always need to look pretty. You need to have gone to the beautician. Your eyebrows need to be done. Your hair needs to be done. I had none of that, and I was dressed in jeans and a t-shirt. And then they were obviously male and females around, and I never knew how to handle myself in that situation because, firstly, I'd never been in that kind of situation. I don't know how to interact with someone of the opposite sex, and it always boils down to not being able to have that quality or develop that kind of skill or quality to have communication, interactional skills, that when you are in that situation, when you're trying to interact with someone of opposite sex and stuff, it becomes really, really, really difficult. And I'm sure that quality or that situation is very relatable to a lot of people out there. And it always boils down to what you've gone through as a kid. And, you've got to, especially as you get older, you want to be able to be interactional. You want to be able to communicate, be fun, but it's got to come from you. You got to want to be that person. And for me, it took putting myself out there in many, 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 many situations with people that are outgoing, that are extroverted, and it is anxiety provoking situations. I understand. I completely understand. But you want to be the best type of person you can be for yourself, and you gotta want to be able to meet people, interact with people, network, all of that, and it comes down to putting yourself in situations. If it means making friends with people that are outside your comfort zone, do it. And it ties in with being a successful person, because as you networking, you gotta be the person that goes up to that person. Especially if you are wanting to be in a leadership position, or own things, or be an independent practitioner, whatever it is. You gotta want to bring in the clients, bring in your customers, have a huge client base, and it boils down to the fact that you can't do that because you do not have that interactional, communicational skills. And in working on that, it takes putting yourself in situations that are difficult, that are hard, that is going to challenge your personality and is going to challenge your character. Especially if you've grown up for like 16 or 17 years being a certain person, and now you finding it difficult to make friends, or speak to guys, or whatever it is. You got to put yourself in situations that are anxiety provoking, that is going to challenge you. And I can guarantee you it'll get to a point where it'll be like this. It'll be super easy for you to do that. And I know that I'm speaking about personalities and removing yourself from your shell, but and trying to tie that in with being a successful person, because it is a quality. It is a quality. People take to people that are outgoing, that are extroverted, that are the fun, the the little quirky, the weird, you gotta be confident within yourself, within your shell. Coming out of the shell, actually, sorry. But you gotta be confident within yourself as that sort of quality to be able to be successful. If you are standing in a room and trying to present, if you are a quiet person, it's going to be a lot harder, than if you're outgoing or extroverted person. And I'm not saying any personality is better than the other. I'm just helping you tweak it a little bit, because I am an extrovert and I am an introvert, and I started off as an introvert. But, I wanted to be a person that was confident with being the person that I am. And it was difficult. It was super, super, super difficult. And I took myself and put myself in situations that were a little hard, that were a little bit challenging. But in the day, it made me the person that I am today. If I can go up to a random person and have a full-fledged conversation, if I'm in a plane and having a full-fledged conversation with the person next to me, it's because I put myself in those situations. And I know that you can do that too. If coming from a person that's had a lot to deal with as a kid and still is going through everything and, working on myself, you can do that too. And I always believe that I am you and you are me, and that I'm every person, and that is why I'm here. That is why I'm making these videos, so that I can feel relatable. You can relate to my situations and apply it to yourself. And if there's anything that you guys want me to talk about, if there's any questions that you have, you're always welcome to pop me a comment below. Please subscribe to my videos. The more people that I can reach out there, the more I can help people, the more I can be relatable to a lot of people. That is my aim. That is my goal, is to be able to relate to a lot of people out there that have been through the similar things in my life, or going through similar things in my life, and can take at least one point that I have said and apply it to their lives. And then these videos have made their reason. They have reached their reason. And, I appreciate your time that you're taking to watch my videos, and there'll be a lot more. I have a lot more to share. Just continue to watch. Thank you.